Hi, I'm Doug Reeves. Welcome to the video series on inspiring creativity and innovation in K-12. Today I'd like to talk about assessing creativity. Now, I know before you turn this video off what some of you are thinking, it's impossible to assess creativity. I dissent from that view. We can and must assess it if we really expect students to get better. Think of what gets the most visibility in your school. It's typically math and reading scores because that's what we assess and that's what we publish. If you want to inspire creativity and innovation, we must assess it, and more particularly, assess how we assess it. That's exactly what I did in this book, Inspiring Creativity and Innovation in K-12. I looked at more than 100 creativity rubrics, and here's what I found. Among elementary rubrics, 29% were progressing, 71% proficient. I didn't find any that met our standards for exemplary rubrics. That's the opportunity to improve, however, because in the meta rubric that you find in the book, you can help your teachers move from progressing to proficient to exemplary. At the secondary level, we found 6% that were exemplary, 41% that were proficient, 53% that were progressing. And at K-12, 73% proficient, 7% exemplary, 20% that were progressing. Now, what are the positives and the negatives of these observations? Overall, we found the best work was in multidisciplinary perspectives, teachers across subjects collaborating with one another. And we also found that clarity of guidelines, helping students understand how to proceed from a 1 to a 2 to a 3 to a 4, was actually pretty good. However, on the negative side, we found that descriptions of products were not helpful. Students were stabbing in the dark. We found that collaboration was nearly absent, with students working alone, in fact, sometimes marked down if they got advice from their peers. And the lowest level of all was practice and error. Too many of these rubrics, supposedly inspiring creativity, required students to submit one final work product. This was often under the title of Works Independently and Get It Done Right the First Time. That's not what creativity really requires. Creativity requires practice, error, and feedback. Practice, error, and feedback. And we found that notably absent in these rubrics. If you want to assess creativity, consider using this rubric and you'll get better on every dimension. Thanks for listening.